Hi, Lezanne. How are you doing?
Good morning, Shirley. I'm very well. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Thanks again for meeting me this morning. Over the last couple of weeks, since the beginning of January, I've had quite a lot of conversations with recruiters who are asking me, what can I do to build my business? Because it just feels like during this time, it's really tough. And it stuck out to me that, first of all, this is not a new conversation. It's not just a pandemic conversation. It's actually what's important all the time. And whilst there's a zillion things we can do, what it really comes down to is, are we taking advantage of the basics and the things that are already at our fingertips? And for me, as a salesperson at Placement Partner, you really understand business development. I'm sure these conversations that you have in recruiters, just like I am, are no different. So you are already consulting with recruiters every single day on how to do this. And you've been an ex-recruiter yourself, so you really understand, the pressure that's on at all times. So I thought you'd be the perfect person to chat to and also be able to show us the system as an expert. Just one or two things that are going to help recruiters right now. And second of all, that's completely free. If they're on the system, it's part of the system. So so much. I'm excited to show this to everyone.
100%. And thanks for the opportunity, Shirley. Yeah, I think, as you've mentioned, it's definitely not a new conversation that I'm having with recruiters. These conversations, that's the top line. It's the top line of recruitment anyway, is to get new business all the time and keep the business.
Exactly.
So a lot of the things that we talk about when consulting with a recruiter, apart from just new business development, as a salesperson myself, I can relate completely to these conversations because I'm trying to always think, how can I actually do business differently? How do I make myself stand out from the crowd? Because that's what we want to do to win the business, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's no different from being normal sales and doing recruitment sales. It's the same thing. We need to stand out from the crowd. So Placement Partner has got this amazing feature called the Hotlist tool, Hotlist feature. And this tool ultimately is there to take the workload off of what you are currently, what most recruiters are currently doing. And that's to put out a monthly mailer, to introduce potential or new clients to their database. Okay, so that's what it's all about. Hey, client, have a look. Have a look at some of my amazing candidates on my database. But I think what makes our feature so special and so unique is the fact that I've already done the hard work. I don't have to compile anything new to put out there about this candidate. It's already there. I've already done a nice executive summary or profile summary for this candidate on his profile. I've already got his qualifications and special achievements, etc., already listed on the profile. So it's easy for me to quickly flag which parts of the profile do I want to put out there for these people to see, for these potential clients or existing clients to see. The good news is this Hotlist feature can be used in different ways. So I can plug the iframe into my website and have that live on my website. Quite simple. I'll quickly show you what the frame would look like. The other method is to use that standalone hyperlink and actually share that out on a bulk mailer via bulk SMSing, as well as I can copy paste this hyperlink into my social media feeds. So there's multiple ways on how we can take this top talent of ours and actually market it back out. And I give a good example to a lot of our recruiters to say, don't forget about the hard work you've just put into trying to find the top 3 amazing financial guys for this role. Don't forget that once you've made that placement, you still are left with 2 amazing guys. Okay, yeah. So don't just keep them in a database. Actually take them and advertise them back out, to potential new clients that you are looking to get business from that's in the same category perhaps. All right, so it's quite simple. This is your hot list feature. I'm going to quickly show you how that happens. How do I get that candidate there? It's quite simple. You'll have on the candidate profile, in this case, we're looking at George Clooney. You've got a button that's called hot list. If it's ticked in green, it means that this person's already flagged as a hot list candidate. Ultimately, you can just click on it and that will select him as a hot candidate. Awesome. Once the candidate is selected and your iframes are plugged into your web, or it's already selected and you've got your list, you can then use this hyperlink. Sorry, let me just get there. You can use this hyperlink at the top here into various, in various areas. So you can do bulk mailing, as I've mentioned already. Let me just get this selected, sorry. Let me go that side. There we are. And copy this hyperlink. So you can do either bulk mailing with it. In this case, I'd like to quickly show you how to use your bulk SMS feature as well. So just remember, consultants, we actually get bombarded by emails. And you can imagine if somebody's trying to get your business, you know how many cold calls you'll get. You'll also remember how many spam mails you'll get. So a definite different way of trying to communicate with your client would be to SMS this link off to him. Okay, so while he's having lunch, while he's quickly stepping out, while he's WhatsApping his wife, or she's WhatsApping her husband, this link will pop up, Yeah. And while I am busy on my phone, let me quickly click on the link and see what this is all about because it looks interesting. Okay, so that's quite easy. You can then do a search, find the right group of clients specific for this listing, add them in as a recipient group. You can even save this group if you wanted to, and use one of your standard populated SMSs that says, "Dear John, dear Pete, dear Sally, dear Sam, we are very happy to share our top candidates for this week." You can obviously mention the industry or the sector that you are focused on, and you can simply just copy paste that hyperlink in and SMS this group at a specific time and date that is the best time for you to actually put your marketing out there. So another way of really just thinking of when we're planning this, how well do we want to plan it? Yes, Placement Partner offers that flexibility for you to really hit it on the nail when it's time to do so. Now, the good news is once this is out, the client has the opportunity to view this profile and the information that you've obviously given for them to look at. And if they're happy, they can request more information by filling out a little web request form. On the inside of your system, under clients, you will find web requests. Obviously, you'll receive a notification email once that's somebody's interested. And this is what it would look like in the inside. It will say, Bron is actually looking at George Clooney's profile. So remembering on the outside, can't see the candidate's details. You can only see, what makes this person amazing. And then you have the opportunity to action it. So you can either call Bron1, or you can email Bron1, or you can first speak to your candidate and see if they are available, and then you can take things further from there. All right. So that is as easy and as straightforward it is to take your existing database and market it back out to your clients or potential new clients to action. And it's always easy to think about this hot feature in a specific way when I'm saying it's unique. I'm saying this is something that's already giving a call to action for the person on the other side. It's not just a mail or a message that says, "It's Lezanne here from Placement Partner. You know that I specialize in your field. I've got amazing top talent out, on my database. Let me know if I can assist you." No, this is already giving you top candidates to look at and click a button and request action. Okay. And
so you're adding value right from the beginning.
Absolutely. Big value.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thanks so much, because so many benefits obviously stuck out for me which are worth just recapping very quickly, and you can add to them if I've forgotten to mention any. But I think it's really great for your candidates just to show your appreciation, and also those top candidates, you want to know that you're working for them. your top candidates can get swooped up and placed by somebody else very, very fast. So that opportunity to work them in advance and ensure that you can place them sooner rather than later is really great. And I think faster placements at the end of the day. If you've got a client looking for that specific spec person, and you've got the person and they're coming to you, well, that's exactly what you want, you know. And in many of the instances, well, specifically on the website integration, that's work that's being done for you passively. As recruiters, we're so busy. Every time I call a recruiter, you know, it's always, can we do it tomorrow? Or this just happened. It's, you know, we all get into that reactive state. It's a busy role. But then try and use as many gateways that you have to get things working passively. So that's definitely one that's not going to take you any time whatsoever. It's all set up. It's literally a click of a button. I love the ability to work those leads proactively via email, via SMS, via your social media, on top of your website. And I think, you know, it does definitely give you the opportunity to stand out from the competition. If I go and have a look at other recruiters' websites, there are very few that are doing this. So if a client is coming to your website, why not give them something to action? You know, absolutely. It just makes complete sense.
Yeah.
Free. So there we go.
And it's free. Yeah. I think, you know, if you think a little bit back, Shirley, a lot of us have joined webinars last year. Obviously, that was the way to go. We joined webinars where, and this is something that happens often, and I think everybody can relate to as well, is the fact that the same candidate will be put forward for the same position at the same company. Okay. And this happens often.
Yeah.
So I think what is very important, like we've had these webinars where people are talking about, you've got to show the candidate. It's not just all about the client. It's actually about the candidate as well. You need to be able to build better relationships with these candidates. And I think by mentioning, you know, that you are proactively selling them, even if you don't have the role right now, I'm actually proactively marketing you back out there. Not a lot of companies are doing that. Not a lot of recruitment agencies are actually proactively marketing their candidates back out there. And I think for a candidate to know that you are not just putting them forward for a position, but if they're not successful, you're actually being very proactive in marketing them back out to potential other clients. So you've got that good advantage. For me, if I was a candidate for that specific recruitment agency using that feature, I would feel that this is the right agency for me to stick with. And if ever I was in a situation where another agency had to contact me and say, I want to put you forward for this position, and you already know you're going forward for the same position through another agency, that you would know which agency you want to pick and stick with. So that's that from my side.
Amazing. Well, I think there's a lot to take in and so much opportunity just in changing one little thing around how we do things. It's available, it's basics, it's not difficult. All one needs to do is get in contact with one of the accounts team or the support team, and we can help you activate that and get it all actioned. So thanks so much. I really appreciate it, Lezanne, and I'm sure all of them appreciate it as well.
Perfect. Massive pleasure anytime. You must have a great day. Everybody must have a great day. It's Monday.
Thanks, Lezanne. Cheers.
Cheers. Goodbye.
Bye.